How do you Dougie? How the heck do you Dougie? Hey guys, it's Noah. Welcome back to my channel. Just made a really fun and interesting video. Today we're doing Through My Eyes, Life as a Military Kid. As you guys know, his long intro is right in the video. Let's go. Okay, so pretty much, let me just get this like in the air. I prefer the term military brat, and a lot of other people use the term as well, but my mom doesn't necessarily like it because it has the word brat in it. So for the sake of this video, we're gonna say military kid. I know brat is an acronym for something. I forgot what it was. I remember searching it up one time. I forgot what it was, but it's an acronym. But again, we're just saying military kid. So I was actually born a military kid. I was born and my parents were both in the army. So it's literally been my whole life. Like, I've never known any other life. I grew up living on military bases, around a military community. In fact, I actually went to schools that were on a base. So I always thought that it was really common for a lot of people to be in the military. Little did I know, it's like 6% of the population, or like it's like less than 1% it actually goes to the military. I was like, what? Because I spent my entire life surrounded with people in the military. I just thought it was really common, and I found out that it was like not, and I was like, oh, well. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about like the ups, the downs, what it's like, you know. So one of the plus things, first of all, I get to travel to really cool places. Like, I went to Guam, I went to Australia, I went to Thailand, I went to Jeju Island. That was like really fun places to visit. But I got to live in Japan, and Japan was like one of the greatest places of all time. I love Japan so much. I want to go back so bad. It's such an amazing place. It's such an honest community. It's such a safe place too. Like, one of the things I miss most about Japan is their freedom. How I could literally walk anywhere and I'd be okay. I just send my mom a text like, hey, I'm going to the PX, hey, I'm going to the park, hey, I'm going to the I can just walk anywhere and I would be okay. One, it was a military base, so like there wasn't a lot of legal stuff going on there, but two, it was Japan, so there wasn't much to worry. Like, I remember hearing a story how a 6-year-old could ride the train by themselves and they'd be absolutely okay. Like, they'd be absolutely okay. And I can tell you, I've seen young kids riding trains by themselves, and I'm just like, okay. In fact, there was this market like that was off base that we used to always see at the time. I think it was called like the Suicide Market, and I know it has like a bad name, I know, but like I loved it so much because there was like no doors, and I didn't see any cameras. I don't think there were any cameras, but there were no doors, and you had fruit on the outside of the market. And they called it Suicide Market because if you stood outside the store, you were really close to the road. Like, I guess like it was, I don't know why, I don't know where it got its name, but I know that if you stood right outside, you'd be really close to the road, so they called it Suicide Market. And I loved it because they trusted the community so much that they didn't have cameras, they didn't need doors, okay, they didn't need centers, because they trusted the community. In fact, there's one time I didn't have a phone, so I was like, I don't know, 10? No, that was in Korea. I don't know how old I was, but I didn't have a phone, and all I had was a tablet. And basically, we went to the Tokyo Skytree, and we had gone to McDonald's before for lunch. I love McDonald's. And we went to the Tokyo Skytree, and I was gonna pull up my phone. I was gonna pull up my tablet to take a picture, but I didn't know where my bag was. And I was looking all around us, and I couldn't find my bag. Mind you, the Skytree had like 4 floors. We're going up and down the floors like multiple times, looking for my bag all over. We're going around in circles. I can't find it. And my parents are just like, you better find it, because if you don't, we're not buying you a new one. Like, that's your only tablet. So obviously wasn't helping. But I was looking everywhere. I could not find it. I was freaking out. I was stressing out. And I was like, wait, what if we go back to McDonald's? So we go back to McDonald's, and we looked around. It wasn't there, and we went to like the counter. We're like, hi, have you seen a blue bag, blue bag? And the guy was like, oh, hold on. And then he went to the back and he pulled out my bag, and I was like, yes, thank you so much, arigatou gozaimasu, thank you. And apparently what happened was some customers saw it like when they were sitting down, and they didn't know what to do, so they just gave it to the store, the guy. They just gave it to some customers saw it when they sat down, and they gave it to the staff, and the staff held on to it for me, and they waited for me to come back. Like, I was like, thank you so much. And that's so big because pretty much my dad was a battalion commander, right? And he got these sweatshirts, and all of us, me, my brother, and my sister, all got a sweatshirt. And as you guys know, I love sweatshirts. And so I was visiting my family in Savannah, Georgia, and we went to the roller rink. I took off my sweatshirt. I set it on the bench. I remember setting it on the bench. I go to the bathroom for like 2 minutes tops. Like, I use the bathroom fast. I'm literally in the bed alone. I come back. My sweatshirt is gone. It's not on the floor. It's not on the counter. It's nowhere to be seen. Okay, we ask around, hi, have you seen a sweatshirt? Did you see any sweatshirts missing? Like, have you seen a sweatshirt? No one's heard anything. No one sees anything. No one knows nothing. I'm just like... Also, I got to experience the culture. Like, I got to do with it. I think it was the Bonadori Festival. I got to do that. And I got to wear a kimono, and I could do the dance and everything. Let me tell you, okay? Kimono is not as easy as, it doesn't look as simple as it looks, okay? Like, the guy's kimono, it's just like a shirt and shorts. So it's super simple. The girl's kimono, it's like this underrobe, then it's this thin belt, then it's this thicker belt, then it's the actual kimono robe, then you have this thin belt to tie it together, then you have this thicker belt to cover the mini belt, then you have the actual bow, one for the front, like this really weird thing in the back, then you have another thin belt to tie it together, okay? So the guys, they can just like take it off whenever they want to, you know? And it's like 90 degrees out here. I am sweating, okay? I'm like so hot, but I can't take it off because if I do, it's just like, what, 10 minutes to put it on? We're not gonna spend another 10 minutes putting the whole thing back on. So I'm super hot. I'm sweating out here in this kimono, walking around for this festival, and my brother, my brother, and my dad are just chilling, and I'm just like, I swear, it's just, I don't know. It was a great experience. I loved doing it, but I'm have to say, never again. Like, I would love to do the dance again. I would love to participate again, but never again. Anyway, those were like some of the really big pluses, but you know, there's some downsides. Like, for example, when I was younger, as I said, both my parents were in the army, and that meant they both got deployed a lot. Like, it was, my mom was here, but my dad was deployed, and my dad came back for like a week, maybe 2, then my mom got deployed, then she came back, my dad left. Like, I never had both parents in the house at the same time. And to make it worse, one time they both deployed at the exact same time, so my grandma had to come and she took care of us. So I didn't have either of my parents at home. Like, both my parents were gone. Also, you have the fact that I move like every 2 to 3 years, meaning I'm constantly the new kid. Imagine being a person in a new environment, a new society. Okay, you don't know anybody, you never been anywhere, you don't know where anything is, you're completely new. Okay, like, it's super awkward, it's nerve-wracking, you don't know what to expect, you don't know anyone, it's just awkward. But imagine having to go through that like 6 times, 10 times, I don't know. Imagine having to constantly go through that over and over again. It's not fun. It is not fun. Like, it's not fun. Okay. And then you're leaving people behind. I cannot tell you. When I was in like kindergarten, first grade, second grade, it wasn't that big of a deal because, you know, you're kindergarten, first grade, second grade, you're just living life, you're just being a kid, you know? So when I left, I was sad, but, you know, I knew that I was making new friends anyway. When you get to middle school, though, that is where stuff went down. I swear, I went through countless amounts of drama. I went through so many, I've seen so many fights, I've been in so many fights. I have, I got into beef with so many people. I have learned so much. I've grown so much in middle school. And it's because of the friends and the people that I've met. And just the fact that I had to leave them, like, these people morphed me into who I am today, and I don't get to spend any more time with them. Like, I have to leave. Like, it's not even up to me. It's just my family. We have to leave. That's just, it's a little messed up, you know? I remember on the last day of school, my best friend and my girl best friend and my boy best friend decided not to show up because there was no point. So I was on my own, right? And it's the last day of school, and we really didn't do anything. they had like all these activities and stuff, and everyone's outside on the football field, and we're all just like taking pictures and saying goodbye to each other, and I'm just like, bye, and we're gonna see you again, have a good life, see ya, never gonna talk to you again, goodbye, you know, like I'm just joking around, like I'm never gonna see you again, ha ha ha, you know. And the thing is, a funny thing, I actually had some beef with this one dude. We're not going to say what he did, but, you know, we were beefing, and he came up to me, he was like, yo, I'm sorry, you forgive me? And I was like, no, like, why should I forgive you? That was completely messed up. He's like, okay, well, sorry, I don't know what to do, I'm sorry, and he left. And so, again, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So, I'm chilling, and then I'm like, hold on, sis, wait a minute. It's the last day of school, you're moving, do you really want to leave Japan with beef? I was like, no. So I went up to the dude and I was like, yo, here's the deal. I'll forgive you if you dance the song, you know? So it was like, I think it was a Cupid Shuffle. So he danced, I forgave him, it was all good. And, you know, I was good. I was like, okay, we're good. No more conflict, no more beef. I just let it go. I'm okay, we're good. And then I went home that day and I'm sitting in my bed and I'm just like, I'm never gonna see them again. I'm just like, I'm moving away. These are like the most important people in my life, and I'm never gonna see them again. And once I like fully understood that concept, once I fully processed that, I was like, I'm never gonna see them again. And I broke down. Like, I completely broke down. Okay, I was bawling my eyes out. I couldn't even keep my eyes open because they were so puffy. My eyes were like red, like not even pink, they were just red. Like, I've been crying so my eyes were red, and I'm pretty sure my throat started hurting because I was like crying so hard. My brother came in, he was like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm never gonna see them again. He's like, you'll be okay. He was like being a really good, brave brother, but I was like crying. My last day in Japan came, and a bunch of like the people from the church came, like, because we were in lodging. So a bunch of people from the church came, and my babies. Okay, so if y'all know, I love kids. I love little kids, right? And so I had 4 babies, I think. I had these twins, and then I had these really popular kids that, like, everyone knew, Sissy and Said. They were also my babies. And so they came, and we were just talking and playing and hanging out, and I was like, I'm leaving my babies. Anyway, so yeah, my last day in Japan, I wasn't thinking about the people I was leaving. I was thinking about leaving Japan as itself. You know, because again, Japan was such a wonderful place, and I met so many wonderful people. So even though my life has its ups and downs, there are some good things, there's some perks, and there's some downsides to being a military kid. Honestly, I wouldn't change it anyway. Like, I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with the people I've met. And honestly, I'm so thankful for social media. I'm so thankful because for the longest time, I had absolutely no contact with anyone from before 3rd grade. And thanks to Instagram and Snapchat and messages, I'm in a group chat with everyone from my 1st grade class. I learned Spanish with these people. I played Barbies with these people. These were my first friends ever. And I'm still in contact with them. That's so great. Anyway, as I said, my life has its ups and downs. There are some perks, there are some downsides, but as I said, I would not change it. If I could, I love my life. I love the way it is, and I love being a military kid. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave other video ideas in the comment section down below. I don't really have any other announcements, so hi guys, know that this is my channel, and please always have a good day. Bye guys!